Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for The Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 14. I'm going to do 5 and 6. A brief synopsis of episode 5 since I didn't get you guys a video for it last week. I have an excuse. I did record it, and when I went to play it back and edit it and all of that, most of my little clips were in slow motion. And I just decided we're not going to sit another hour or two to do it again. And so we're just going to, briefly talk about it. Nothing really went on besides Sheree being stood up by her mans. Tyrone left her high and dry in Philly. We got a little rift starting to brew with Candy and Sheree. She's not really feeling how Candy's been moving lately, but we'll see what happens with that. Sonya, she's starting to be, become a little leery of Drew. She doesn't know. She's not sure about the friendship. She's confronted her, in front of Capacity. She say the best time was in front of everybody. She's inviting her places, disinviting her places. They just not really seeing eye to eye. She's not really sure about where she stands with Drew because of how Drew is moving. She's just not, she just don't approve. She don't approve of how Drew handled the situation with Sheree. It's just, girl, whatever. It's looking like you trying to, align with whoever the fan favorite is. You trying to align yourself with Kenya and Candy, and it's obvious. It's obvious you're turning coat now. The person that kind of brought you into the fold, you kind of like, okay, thank you, girl. Let me get over here with the cool kids because you're looking like the odd one out, and I don't want to be over here on this island with you. I got to be in the in crowd, so I keep my peach. That's really all that happened in episode 5. Anyway, let's get to episode 6. If I missed something, we can hash it out later. But let's get to Don't Be Sea Salty. So all the ladies, we get the montage of everybody doing what they doing. And Marlo and Kenya, they're on the phone and they feel like they should do something for Sheree after seeing, the blogs. They have her picture out there circulating now of her being just sitting there looking cheap and crying. And I will say I teared up too. I did not like to see Sheree cry. I didn't. I know she's a strong woman and she doesn't seem like the type to cry ever. Not in front of people. It just don't seem like she cries. And to see her vulnerable like that, it broke my heart. It was like, oh, mommy. Because she's somebody's mama. And it's like, if that was my mama, I'd be mad as hell looking at my mama on TV crying over some nigga that just got out of prison. Anyway. They want to do something for her. They want to do something special for her. Marlo has opened up her home, and so they gonna put together a little pamper situation for her at Marlo's house. Sheree is folding clothes at the house. She ain't left the house since she been back from Philly. Her daughter comes in there, and they chat a little bit. She's just checking in on her. How you doing? Sheree says she ain't left the house. She's just been in the house, embarrassed. She's humiliated. This is on the blog. I don't know who leaked it and who knew what was going down, but apparently her picture is circulating. So she's embarrassed. She did speak to him briefly. He called her the next day on some, hey girl, what's up? Like nothing had ever happened. And she immediately got off the phone with him and she hasn't talked to him since. So that's that. She's upset and she ain't talking to him right now, but she's not sure whether or not she's ready to be done. And her daughter's, of course, like, girl, mama, no. Mama, no, you 50-something years old. We cannot still be stupid for a man. We can't. At that big age, you just walk away from situations like that and move on with your life. You are Sheree. Have you seen yourself? This is what Marlo was saying. She got to remember who she is. Because maybe she forgot. What's she giving? Sheree giving body, face, big, nice home, brains. I'm sure she's very smart. I I just don't understand why she feeling like she got to be running behind the jailbird. Child, please. Let him have whoever he running around with, because it's obvious he had a few pen pals in prison. And this is why we can't get no FaceTime with Tyrone. But anyway, I digress. Kenya. She meets with Drew for lunch. And you know, we do the small talk. How's Brooklyn? How are things going with Brooklyn? Kenya said that she spent a couple of extra nights in New York so that Brooklyn could spend some time with Mark, and that she ended up spending the night for the first time. So there's that. They're making strides, I guess. You know, Kenya says she's gonna do whatever she can do to make sure that Mark is in his daughter's life, because her baby needs, you know, a father. She's gonna be the best mother she can, and that is a part of it. Not, you know, keeping him away from her off the strength of, you know, well, he don't want me, so he ain't gonna get neither one of us. Because we all know there are women that play that game when it comes to a child, using a baby as a pawn. And I say pond. Pawn. P-A-W-N. I know the difference. While they're talking, you know, about the trip and everything, of course, Kenya has to reiterate she wasn't really feeling the panties. You know, we have to do this after every trip. So how you feel about it? So I felt like this about it. And you remember when this happened? And yeah, you know, like, okay. Anyway, Kenya, she mentions the guys being there, and she was uncomfortable with that, you know. So on top of that, she definitely didn't want to be wearing no remote panties around other people's husbands. Kenya she's just glad to be back, it seems, you know, like, that's over with. She glad. Drew, she also feels the type of way about Sonya blindsiding her at the, you know, on the trip with her grievances. She just doesn't understand where Sonya's coming from. She's looking like a clout chaser. She don't know, but she's looking like a clout chaser. She also says that Sonya doesn't have a mind of her own. You already know Kenya was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna definitely repeat that. Definitely gonna repeat that. But they talk about Sonya's event that she's going to have, this, you know, something's coming up. She's doing a photo shoot for her, I think it's called, what's it called? I can't remember. It's a mom type of blog. No, it's a podcast. It's a mommy podcast. I can't remember what the name of it is, what the title is, but she's having a photo shoot for some merch, and she invited Kenya. And Drew's like, oh, she invited you? Kenya's like, yeah, did she invite you? Yeah, she did. And then she uninvited me. And Kenya's like, what? Yeah, we get the whole message, you know, across the screen. She doesn't want, you know, extended the invitation, but she's gonna go ahead and say, you can sit this one out. Don't worry about showing up, because I would rather not have whatever we got going on to, you know, trickle into the business. And so we here for work and work only. And so, yeah, go on and sit this one out. So she's been replaced by Kenya. Again, Drew feels like Sonya is clout chasing. Oh, and before you leave, can you unblock me on Instagram? And Kenya's like, girl, you blocked. Of course, she gonna figure out how to unblock her. So I guess they getting along now. Drew is back on Kenya's good side. Sonya's mommy. Oh, that's what it's called. Mommy Nation. Her Mommy Nation shoot. And so Candy shows up, and then Kenya shows up, not really ready to do no shoot, because she got on her good clothes, and you know, she's like, oh, I'm actually gonna be in the shoot. You ain't tell me that. Sonya's like, yeah, I didn't tell you. Yeah. And it's for a Black Friday sale. Candy like, this bitch, do I look like a cheap Black Friday sale to you? You lucky I like you, so I'm gonna give you a chance. I'm gonna give you a chance, because I feel like had it been somebody else, they would have drug her behind for something like that. But they gonna go on and do it. Can you say, I guess, because you ain't called my agent, but I guess. Can you don't do nothing for free. Let this be. Let this be a lesson, and let's just let that be your notice. So next time, don't be calling Kenya for nothing free. Make sure it's a check involved, okay? But they have the shoot. It's nice. It's cute. And, afterwards, they're asking her about, because she told them that Drew was invited, so what's the mix up with that? She tells them that, this is business and I didn't really want to have that conversation about our last conversation here. I didn't want nothing to, go array. And so that's why she disinvited her. But I mean, she's invited to the dinner she wants to have. She wants to host the women and cook them some Jamaican food and show them how to cook some Jamaican dishes with she and her mom. So Drew will be invited to that. And Kenya gonna say, even though she said you don't have a mind of your own. She had to throw that out there at some point. She held on to that for sure. Candy want to know why them, like why you pick us? Because again, why you want to hang out with them? She talking about but on the trip, the two of them were the ones she bonded with the most. Production shows what her game is. They show the graph where I want to say Kenya got the most followers, or is it Candy? Candy with like 9 or 7 million, something like that, and then Kenya coming in second, and then Sheree, and then Drew is last. She got more followers than me. I feel like it's like 900 something thousand or 800,000, something like that. So she's almost at 1 million. She almost there. I think Sheree has 1 million followers, but still. Them the two popular castmates. And so that's why you guys got invited to the shoot. You already know. That's obvious. Kenya tells them about Sheree. What's been going on with her. So while they got the dinner going on and, they're planning for that, she's having something for the single ladies because Candy them can't come. Sorry, y'all married. But this is for the single ladies, and we're going to do something for Marlo to cheer her up. Marlo is at the house setting up the experience for Sheree. She got home shopping. She got Fendi in. Her Fendi representative is there with some Fendi pieces. And so we have that. Everything's out on display. You know how Marlo is. It's very nice. Nice little setup. She got food being catered coming in. We got some sweets. We had a piece of cake. Marlo ruined the white chocolate piece of cake with them decorations, but I mean, it's the flavor that matters. And piece of cake, whoo! Listen here, the white chocolate is my favorite, and I don't know why she just put the little pecans right there. Oh, are those almonds? No, pecan. She put the little pecans right there on the top. No, I need you to sprinkle mine's walnuts. That's what they are. Sprinkle all my walnuts. Don't just give me just a little taste. I want them all over the whole cake. If you ever here, go to Piece of Cake and get you a cupcake, a piece of cake. Get you some in the airport. If you're ever coming through the airport, Piece of Cake is in the airport. So it would behoove everybody to try a piece of cake at least once in your life. I want to get you some. But anyway, she's waiting on Kenya, and she calls her, and Kenya is in the bed looking real sick. I mean, she beat, she got full glam, but she's laying in the bed. She says she's not feeling well, and she ain't gonna be able to make it. So, there's that. So she's gonna send Drew around there with what she was going to bring. Sonia is shopping with her mom, for the dinner. Excuse me. And she starts talking to her mom about the ladies and all of that. And I don't even know why she bringing her mama in all this. Like, I don't even know why you bring your mama into this, because your mama ain't got nothing to do with this. Don't get your mama involved in some mess. The mamas don't need to be involved like this. And she's already involving her mama in the mess between she and Drew. All that. Drew don't want none of this. She don't want none. She don't want none of this. Sonya say y'all gonna get Sonya. Y'all got Sonya, but you about to see who Sonya is. I guess with the Sonya, with the extra Jamaican on it. It means, I don't know, but we gonna see what's gonna happen with that. She's not sure if she's gonna come to the dinner, because even after she done invited her to the dinner, Drew has declined that invitation. Drew said, "Oh, per your last message, I felt like maybe it was something happening, so no, I will not be coming." There's that, So now we doing tit for tat. Everybody just being petty. But I mean, what you expect? You just uninvited me to a photo shoot, but you want me to come to dinner, so you can again try to address me in front of the rest of the ladies. Girl, get out of here. I don't know about Sonya. I don't know. Anyway, Drew gets to Marlo's house. She gonna help her make some cupcakes and all of that. Drew will not be staying for the party. She gotta go, pick up her kids, and she's also married. So, this is for the single ladies. Both Marlo and Drew are puzzled by Sonya inviting Kenya and Candy to that photo shoot. Both of them feel like it's looking like clout chasing. It's looking like she's trying to get on the be in alignment. It's really looking strategic and calculated. But whatever. At the grocery store. Oh no, I jumped ahead. Sorry, y'all. I really gave y'all all of that already with her finding out, that Drew was not coming to the dinner and all of that. And Mama saying Drew don't want none. Drew don't want none. Anyway, Sheree. She's at the house and Marlo calls her and is like, girl, put on something sexy, girl, and go get in that car outside. Come on through. So she goes and puts some clothes on, and gets in her ride that's waiting on her to take her to her surprise. She has to put on a blindfold and everything so that she doesn't see, where she's going or what's happening. When she gets there, Drew got to run out the back real fast so she's not seen. But everything gets there on time. It like food, everything right on time, just as Sheree is pulling up. But Sheree is appreciative of the gesture. She thought that Marlo was gonna buy her some of them pieces, some of them Fendi pieces. She was trying on stuff, and they was adding it up, and it came up to like 11,000. Yeah, no, Marlo wasn't about to buy you that. This is for you to buy for you. The food I bought, the drinks I bought, but the Fendi, you on your own. Browse at your leisure, if you will. Anyway, she's appreciative. And I don't know what this is, but it's like Marlo and Sheree have formed their own alliance. And, I don't know. I don't know. The salt that Marlo be throwing on Candy and the situation between Candy and Sheree. I don't know. Sheree is being manipulated. Y'all know I can't say the word. She's being manipulated by Marlo in a big way because Marlo, knows that I guess that's easy to do. It's easy to sway Sheree. I don't know what it is, but it's easy to sway her. It's like, you really mad at Candy? Like this mad? To where you sitting up, really joining in on conversations where Marlo is dragging her and, defaming her character and all of that, and you just facts preach. I thought that was your friend. Like now you this mad? No. Anyway, when they talk about Tyrone, in the situation with Tyrone, Sheree cries again, and Marlo consoles her. She's a good friend to her, and she tells her to block him. Go on and block him, girl. I don't even know why you wasting your time. Again, Sheree's like, I may or may not block him. I don't know, but he may not stay blocked. Whatever, Sheree. Whatever. Okay, Sonya's cooking party. So now Kenya's back and she well enough to cook. she had to do it, and I believe her. I believe that she was glammed up because she was headed to Marlo's house, but didn't feel well, and I feel like production told her, you might want to sit this one out. We're not about to be having to shut down production behind your ass. Get a COVID test, and then we'll see about filming the next outing. And so that's what she did, and she never gave us her result, but it's obvious that it was a negative result because she's there filming. So, of course, Marlo and Sheree feel away because it was just the two of them at the waiting to exhale party. It was just the two of them, and Sheree don't understand why Candy wasn't there. And yeah, I'm jumping ahead, but this, and I am gonna jump ahead. I'm not gonna go beat by beat with this party, but everybody's there except for Drew. They ask about Drew. She tells them, I ain't gonna beg Drew to come. Drew says she ain't coming. I'm not gonna beg. She's not here. They're cooking and talking or whatever, talking about the Jamaican culture and the food and all of that. Candy brought Mama Joyce. So Mama Joyce is there. She couldn't wait to meet Sonya's mother. It looked like they hit it off. But while they're cooking, they're talking amongst themselves, and they talk about Sheree's situation, and Sheree again doesn't feel like Candy was there for her, because it's like, you knew what was going on with me, you didn't call. Yeah, okay, strike two. Which is, I don't understand what you want from that lady, Sheree. What do you want from Candy? It's like you nitpicking and just trying to find something to have her in the hot seat this season. I don't know. But she and Marlo have teamed up to do this, and I don't like it. I guess they feel like Candy hasn't had her turn, where it's an entire season of her being the one that people don't like, and I don't know. That's just how it's making me feel. It's making me feel like we trying to paint Candy out to be the bad guy this season, and why? Why are we doing all that? Anyway, they start talking about Drew, and her not being there, and again, Sonya, she ain't feeling Drew, especially after Drew, just basically declined her invitation. She, and granted, I get not wanting, to have a serious conversation that could turn left in your place of business. But that's all you got to say. You send a side text to her saying, I want you there at the shoot and everything. I would appreciate not having a conversation about, our last conversation. Let's just keep things professional. Let's come to do a job, and let's, let that be that. Any other side conversations you want to have about our personal friendship issues, we can have at a later date. We can have another time. I'm sure Drew would understand that. I'm sure she wouldn't be trying to press an issue. So you inviting her and then not inviting her and then inviting Kenya, it looked bad. It really did. So I don't know why Sonya is confused as to why Drew feels slighted, because I would feel slighted as well. Sheree tells the ladies that she blocked Tyrone, but she don't know if he gonna stay blocked. Mama Joyce like, nah, he got to stay blocked forever. You gonna have to keep him blocked forever, okay? He got to stay blocked forever. Marlo and Sheree, then they start tag teaming Sonya, like I said about uninviting Drew. And they, again, when you get so close with Candy and Kenya, we calling bullshit on the closeness, on the connection, but okay, whatever you say. Marlo and Sheree, they end up going outside to talk, and this, y'all, I just don't understand. I don't understand Sheree with this. I don't get this, but she really sits up and badmouths Candy out there. Not Sheree, but Marlo really sits outside and badmouths Candy. She calls her a hoe. She says that, the puss ran through and it's so bad. That's why she got the date underneath her tax bracket. She just went in. And it was unnecessary. Mean. It just wasn't necessary. And the fact that Sheree was just sitting up there, preach, facts, talking about Kenya done, she ran through as well, and she just a whole, she Miss USA or Miss America, whatever her title is. Like, I don't mean any disrespect in getting it wrong, but I'm really not sure whether it was Miss America or Miss USA. Either way, she's saying she just slept from the 90s. She's just a video vixen, and she done slept with all these rappers and still ain't get a ring. And here comes Sheree. Facts. Like, y'all sound like some bitter bitches out there really going in on them people. And for what? For what? Anyway, back inside, they're still talking, and somebody mentions Drew again, and then we see Drew prancing up the sidewalk. So she's arriving to the party, so she did decide to come. So we gonna see what happens when she gets there next week. That's it for Housewives of Atlanta, I think. I don't want to miss nothing. Excuse my loud cheering. They act like they don't know that I'm in here recording videos. Yeah, that's it. That's it with Drew walking up the sidewalk. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.